Chapter 15. Learning to Mother from Afar. There's no manual for mothering from a distance. No handbook for what to do when the role you once filled is now occupied by someone else. No clear way to explain the ache of watching your children grow up in a life you're not part of. Not because you didn't love them, but because you weren't well enough to stay close. I used to believe being a mother meant being there every day, making breakfast, tucking them in, knowing all the little things, favorite snacks, inside jokes, daily routines. And when that part of my life slipped away, I questioned if I was still allowed to call myself a mother at all. I missed first dances, first heartbreaks, school projects, parent-teacher conferences. I missed hearing about their days firsthand, and instead got glimpses through photos or secondhand stories. I'd smile when I saw them, ask polite questions, offer hugs. But deep inside, I was grieving the everyday moments, the ones that seem small but matter the most. I didn't get to teach them how to drive. I wasn't there to talk them through college applications or breakups. Another woman sat in the seat I once held, and while I tried not to resent her, it stung. Not because she was unkind, but because she was there. And I wasn't. And yet, I never stopped being their mother. Even from afar, I prayed for them every night. I whispered their names when I was too broken to speak anything else. I celebrated their milestones in private and carried pictures of them in every shelter, every apartment, every place I tried to call home. They didn't see the tears I cried over them. They didn't know how many times I rewrote apology letters I never sent. They didn't hear the way I begged God to protect them, to fill in the gaps I had left behind. But motherhood never left me. Even when I felt disqualified. Even when they stopped calling me every day. Even when I wasn't the one they turned to. What I had to learn was this. Presence doesn't always look like proximity. Sometimes mothering means loving in silence. Sometimes it means honoring their boundaries while still showing up when you're invited. Sometimes it means offering consistency where chaos used to be. Sometimes it means rebuilding. Not what once was, but what can still be. I started showing up in small ways. A birthday card, a random text, and I love you just because. I didn't demand space. I didn't try to make up for lost time with big gestures. I just became steady, real, honest. I let them see the version of me who had fallen, but also the version who had gotten back up. I didn't try to be the mom I used to pretend to be. I chose to be the woman I had become. Healed, humble, present in ways that mattered more than just being in the same room. Some days, the guilt still tries to creep in. It reminds me of everything I missed. But guilt no longer leads. Grace does. Grace reminds me that motherhood is not erased by absence. It's remembered through love. Through the way you show up now. Through the way you own your story and choose to grow. I may not have mothered perfectly. I may not have mothered traditionally. But I loved them fiercely. And now, from a more whole place, I get to love them more clearly. Not to erase the past, but to honor the bond that never broke, even when everything else did. I learned to mother from afar, but now I'm learning to mother from within. And that is more than enough.